What's up YouTube? Make sure to like the video, really helps the channel out. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, hit the bell and share. Help me hit 1,000 subs so I can start live streaming and doing exclusive giveaways through super chats to keep the Zippo Mafia alive. Hey, what's up YouTube? Got another special video for you guys today. Now, some of my viewers who have been viewing me for a while, you guys are not gonna really need this video. However, it still might be helpful. I really don't know, but this is gonna be mainly for new Zippo collectors on what finish you should potentially look at, what suits you the best, etc., etc. Now guys, I am going to be filming each little segment of different finishes in their own little separate video, then compiling them all together to make the final video product. So for this first half, I am going to be going into, well actually guys, I just realized I said have, really it's going to be several parts. So first off is basically going to be what finish should I choose. Now there are multiple different finishes guys, and I'm going to be going into all of them. So in this first part we're going to go into just the standard high polish chrome guys. Nothing very special about this finish, however it is a very durable finish. Now they don't make these lighters anymore guys, the Hard Rock Cafe lighters. I was lucky enough guys to get this for really cheap. Normally these sell, ones that are unstruck sell for a ridiculous amount of money. However, I got it so cheap that I actually wound up using this one myself guys. So this one is going to have some evidence of use. However, that's okay guys. I really don't mind, again, because I paid not very much for this at all. So as you guys can see, this is, and actually let me polish that up real quick guys. This is the high polish chrome. As you can see, you might be able to see me. Yep, there I am. You can see, of course, it is engraved Hard Rock Cafe, Cleveland, Ohio. This came from the Cleveland, Ohio Hard Rock Cafe location, guys. And unfortunately, this restaurant is closed now. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get into some of the benefits of a high polish chrome Zippo. So the chrome finish is actually quite durable, guys. It will take you literally decades and decades and decades of use in order to wear this finish off. However, it scratches easy. It scratches very easy. And you can see all the fingerprints I have on this side. This was the side I cleaned off just to show you guys, give you an example of some of the scratches that this lighter has. And really guys, there's not really a way to fix that. Zippo Fanatic in the past has posted videos on his channel about, what do you call it, that you can polish this up maybe once or twice, but after that you're gonna wind up stripping the chrome finish off, so it's not very advisable to do that. However, it is a very durable finish. Okay guys, in this segment we are going to be going over whether or not a solid brass Zippo is going to be for you. Now, the Zippo I'm using for an example of a solid brass Zippo is going to be my brushed brass 1941 replica. However, first we're going to go over some bullet points on why this one might be for you. Well, brass looks great brand new on a Zippo as well as tarnished. It hides scratches once it is tarnished, and it's more classy than a chrome, in my opinion. Because when this is brand new, guys, it looks awfully damn close to a gold Zippo, even though really a gold Zippo or gold-plated Zippo has a completely different hue to it. But a lot of people who are out there, guys, will look at this brand new if it was high polished and say, oh my goodness, is that a gold-plated Zippo, or is that, you know, this, that, and the other, even though they just really don't know what an actual gold hue looks like, I'm guessing, but that's okay. But as I've stated, it hides scratches really well. Like there used to be when I first got this, guys, and was carrying it as an EDC. I don't really carry this much anymore. There were scratches all up on here. Look, now that it's started to tarnish, you can't really see them. And the more tarnished it becomes, the better it will become at hiding scratches, little nicks, things like that. And another leg up that this lighter has against a chrome is you can successfully buff this and bring back its original finish. You can't really do that on a chrome, guys. Again, I did mention Zippo Fanatic, how he said that you can actually buff a chrome maybe once or twice, but after that, guys, you're actually gonna strip the chrome finish off and it won't look good. So that's not very recommended to do. However, they just look great, used or new. I advise any Zippo collector or first timer, you might wanna consider getting a solid brass Zippo. And another thing that solid brass Zippos are good for, once that company secret clear coat, whatever they put on here that wears off, once that wears off, guys, because you don't want to try to do tricks with these lighters when they're brand new, they are absolutely fantastic for doing tricks because that tarnish provides a nice grip to the lighter. So like on a high polished chrome, it's never actually going to start getting dull and looking like this. It's just going to look scratchy and stuff like that. And it's still going to have that slippiness, and the potential for you dropping it and denting your lighter while doing tricks is much greater on a high polished chrome. Alrighty guys, and this segment is going to be on matte finish Zippos. Now I'm just going to go ahead and tell you guys, I do really enjoy the matte finish. The matte finish is a wonderful finish for a Zippo lighter. It looks really nice. It's not quite as durable as some other finishes that we're going to go into next here on the list for possible considerations for what your first Zippo should be. However, guys, you really can't go wrong with the matte Zippo as your first Zippo. Now, granted, if you have a black matte, one issue that you will run into is losing it in the dark. That is probably one of the most lost Zippos in existence because it's dark out. It's a black Zippo. You know, you drop it in a field, something like that. Chances are you're not going to find it. Now, this one is the purple matte Zippo of mine, very 80s looking, which I really, really love. And another plus that this Zippo has, guys, is it looks better as you start wearing off, because over time, guys, eventually through dropping, through using, just over years and years of use, you will start to chip and wear off and scratch off this finish, and it will expose a very nice brass Zippo underneath. Because guys, they don't plate these, they don't run them through a nickel solution, they don't run them through a chrome solution. It's just brass. That's all you're getting with one of these lighters. And eventually, if you start not liking how it looks, where a bunch of the brass is exposed with purple or with black or whatever color matte you have, you can soak this in nail polish remover for 24 hours, just the case, and you can peel off the matte finish. It comes right off, and then you have a solid, nice, solid brass Zippo. Okay guys, so in this segment, we are going to be going over the black Crackle finish, whether it should be the finish that you choose for your first Zippo lighter. Now, the only black Crackle finish lighter that I have currently, guys, is my 1941 replica Zippo that I wound up purchasing at Zippo themselves when I went up to Bradford, Pennsylvania during the summer of 2017. Important notes on this lighter, guys, is honestly, it somewhat feels like, you know, truck bed liner. It mimics that a good bit, okay? So it's much more durable than both the original World War II black Crackle finish. However, it's much smoother than the original World War II black Crackle finish, and it's also more durable than the matte finish as well. However, guys, you might be able to see, yes, this lighter did have to go into repairs in the past. However, I still really, really love this lighter. It is extremely, extremely durable. The finish is extremely, extremely durable. And instead of chipping off in large chunks or anything like that, or getting the finish scratched off, it chips away in very, very small little areas, as you guys can see. And that's basically all that has chipped off of my lighter is here, here, as well as here. So the lighter that this would be good for as a first Zippo, or rather the person it would be good for, would be a working person, someone like a mechanic, construction work, stuff like that, because guys, this finish holds up amazingly well. And someone who's like a mechanic who may have oily hands, wants to go take a break, smoke a cigarette, grabs it with oily hands, it's not like it's going to be a high polished chrome Zippo and you're going to see nasty oil and stuff on it. No, it's going to disguise it because it's a black Crackle finish. Alrighty guys, we're nearing the end. This is going to be on colored chromes, guys. This segment is what it's going to be about. Now, honestly guys, colored chromes are still better than a matte finish. You get the much more beautiful version of a purple lighter. In my opinion, this of course being my Purple Abyss Zippo. Now guys, I did modify this slightly. I added a solid brass insert, or not solid brass, sorry, brass plated insert from Zippo that I put in here. However, it's not filled at the moment. Now, a colored chrome, guys, basically to explain to some of you guys who might not know, is basically a normal chrome. So it's practically identical to the Hard Rock Cafe Zippo, except it's not tinted. Basically what they do is they add a special type of tint that is quite durable, guys. However, it does, after years of use, it does eventually wear off. And even when it wears off, guys, it doesn't really look bad. It just looks dimmer. It doesn't actually look quite as vibrant purple. As you can see the sunlight out there reflecting, and it looks very nice, very purpley. What winds up happening is it looks more like, let's say down here, because this tint didn't actually get put on perfect on all sides. You can see right there, it'll look like that. However, this still looks much better than it actually will look when it wears out, guys. When it wears out, it'll look less purple than that. However, it will still have that purple hue to it. But just something to think about, guys. This could potentially be a very nice Zippo to someone who likes, let's say their favorite color is purple, something like that. Okay, I would highly recommend either the purple matte to you, or even better, the purple chrome, because when it's polished, it looks amazing. Now there's one caveat to the purple chromes as well as the colored chromes. Any of them, they are fingerprint magnets. Like here, as you can see, I've tried wiping it off the best I can just on the pants that I'm wearing. However, to mitigate the fingerprint magnetness of this lighter, guys, what you can do is you can take lens cleaner to the case, like high quality, good quality lens cleaner, use that on it, let it dry, and it will actually be fingerprint resistant for maybe a day or two or something like that. Alrighty guys, on to the final segment of what should be possibly your first Zippo. Now, I have never heard of anyone buying these as their first Zippo ever. However, if it's a savvy cigarette smoker or a savvy pipe smoker or what have you who wants to use a very high-end Zippo, I would recommend the solid silver. Now, if you can't afford a solid silver and you want something that is similar to this, I would recommend getting something like this silver plated Zippo, which I will be giving away, guys. Once I hit 1,000 subs, this will be given away on the first live stream that I ever do. Anyway, as you guys can see, it does still have some of that white silver glow on it. However, to me, again, now that I have a solid silver Zippos, 3 actually, I really don't have any use for a silver plated Zippo. However, to someone, again, who can't afford to spend, what, $150 now on just a regular sized vintage look Zippo with slashes that's solid silver, they could very well go with this. It is still a durable finish, the plating, and it still just looks really nice. And as a matter of fact, I do like that floral pattern on this Zippo. I don't really use this lighter, guys. So on to the solid silver. Again, if let's say you're a savvy cigarette smoker who's just getting into Zippos, I would recommend something like this. As you guys can see, it has that beautiful, and I mean beautiful, white glow that silver has. And guys, silver is the most shiny metal when it's polished. Even shinier than gold because it has that beautiful, again, white glow. Absolutely beautiful. However, it tarnishes, whereas gold does not tarnish. Other things about this lighter that you will need to take into consideration, it has a different ping. A much more authoritative ping. It does scratch very easy, guys, because silver is a very soft metal. However, it's not as if it's so soft that, you know, you drop it and it's actually going to rip a hole in the case of your Zippo. No, it's not going to be that soft. As a matter of fact, guys, I dropped my silver armor Zippo, and that thing, honestly, I mean, it did kind of put one little tiny nick on it, but other than that, guys, it was perfectly fine. So these are durable Zippos. However, they are soft. There is a very specific way you want to clean these lighters, and despite the fact that sterling silver, guys, does tarnish, as long as you are carrying it and you don't artificially tarnish it like I did to 2 of my Zippos, it's going to look like this. As long as you're carrying it in your pocket, it is going to look like this. It will have fingerprints on it, unfortunately, guys. However, that's just the nature of Zippo. But it will always have this beautiful, beautiful white glow. The only way it starts tarnishing and looking darker colored is if, let's say, I put this away for 20 years, just like that. I open it back up, inevitably, there's going to be some tarnish on it. But these are quite expensive, guys. But just... again, if you're someone who is savvy, who can afford this as, let's say, your first Zippo, I would highly recommend it because you will not be let down. I mean, just the authoritative sound, let you hear that again. And the fit and finish on these does tend to be a little bit more higher tolerance than, let's say, a chrome or brass Zippo. However, you can hear the difference. That sounds like a normal Zippo because it's only silver plated, guys. However, this, again, God, I love that sound. This honestly is my favorite Zippo ping, even more so than my solid silver armor. This one has got to be my absolute favorite. One note though, guys, if you are going to choose this particular sterling silver Zippo, the vintage look, as your first Zippo, it will have the normal 1980 to present time stamp on the bottom of the sterling case. It will not have the blocky letter original stamp on the bottom. They only put those on chromes as well as brass ones. Anyway, guys, I think that's going to do it for the video. So just some, just some thoughts of what finish might be best for you and which one you might want to choose as your first Zippo. As always, guys, I want to thank you for watching. If you want to like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, anything you do helps, and I will see you guys in the next video.